Hi guys, good morning. It's a rainy Friday morning, so I went out early this morning to run some errands, and on my way back, well, before I left the house, it was already raining. It's a very cold morning, well, not so cool, but everywhere is cool and chilling, and that's just how I like the weather because it's been really hot in Ibadan. Like, we've not had power supply for good power supply for like, let's say 2 weeks. We just get like less than 2 hours light every day, and information reaching me is that it's going to be like this for a while, so we should just get used to it. Support your inverter if you have with your generator to power your fridge, your refrigerator and freezers. So that's what we're going through in this Ibadan. Someone should come and take me to their brother beg. Anyways guys, so I'm going back home and I'm still stuck in traffic. I guess it's because of the rain, I don't know, or maybe people just going to work this morning. That's why everywhere is tight. But today I plan to stay home and get some work done. I didn't open my laptop to work throughout yesterday, even day before yesterday, so I didn't do anything serious. So I want to get serious today and do some work, even though I still have to step out later today. But let me just do the work before it starts piling up. Guys, you know how it gets crazy. That's why I've not been able to put out videos, because of work. I mean, thank you guys for patronizing me. Thank you guys for sending me your CVs and cover letters, LinkedIn to work on them, your personal statements. Like, without you guys I won't be in business, so thank you so much. This is like an appreciation video. Well, not entirely, but yes, thank you guys. We'll talk more in the rest of this video. Back. That traffic was really crazy, but yes, I'm back now. In this video I want us to just take our time and discuss. I'm going to tell you about why everyone's talking about blue therapy, Trendcentrl and all that gist. I know you guys are interested, so I'm here to tell you the story. But before then, I want you guys to please take a moment to go and subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my videos, also turn on post notifications so that you guys will not miss out on any of my interesting gists. Guys, man, the weather is very cold, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. But let's just go straight down to the gist. So in this blue therapy program, we have basically two couples. We have Jamel and Deborah. We also have Choma and Paul. I think everybody's favorite couple is Choma and Paul, as much as you guys do not want to admit it, but everyone seems to be more interested in Choma and Paul's gist. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So here they have a therapist named Denise who listens to both sides of the story and then gets to weigh in on her opinion and then give suggestions of what they should do. Now, first, I am not sure if this program is scripted, but it looks very scripted. I don't know if it is a real life experience. I don't know if this is a reality show, TV show, but I just feel that it's scripted somehow. Maybe it has some element of truth, like element of real life occurrences, but for the most part of it I just assume that it is scripted. So now Paul and Choma are Nigerians who live in the abroad. So they've been dating for a while, I think 2 years, and they live together. So they basically live like husband and wife, but they are not married. So Paul enjoys all the privileges of being married. Choma lives with him, she cooks for him, she does everything for him. So in the first therapy session, we learned that Paul said he was overweight. Like back in the day, he was overweight, and then he had to work hard on his weight and lose weight. And he is at a place where he feels confident and happy. He feels like he has worked hard, so he needs to maintain his current body stature. And now Choma is a Nigerian girl who loves to cook Nigerian food, while Paul is complaining that Nigerian food has a lot of oil, fatty foods, basically has unhealthy components, and he doesn't like it. And then we also hear that Paul wants Choma to cook fresh food for him every day. Like, where does that happen? Choma, being a Nigerian girl, like, honestly, she formed my hand. First of all, giving him all the privileges of someone who's married without him putting a ring on it. They've just been dating like for 2 years, and you're already living with him. You clean up after him, you do everything for him. Choma also complained about his sister always getting in their way, basically always trying to be in their middle. She complained that the sister would bring her children to the house so that Choma would babysit, while she would go out and hang out with her girls
take pictures, post on Snapchat. Like, you can obviously see that she's having fun while you are there babysitting. I don't understand. This is like what happens in Nigeria when you want to test the new wife, the wife that's coming into the family. You just saddle her with some responsibilities that under normal circumstances she's not even supposed to be doing all those things, but because you want to test her to see if she's a good wife for your son or for your brother and stuff like that, you just make her do all those things to see how she can handle them. So basically, I'm just going to rush through the whole story because right now they're on episode 6. So they've done from episode 1 to episode 6. So basically, Chioma is complaining that Paul doesn't have her time anymore. He doesn't devote much into the relationship. He's just not, he's just aloof. He's not as committed as he used to be. And that when people compliment her and her pictures that she posts on social media, Paul gets upset and he's like, why are you responding to them? Like, he's complaining, why are you twerking on Instagram? Why are you having fun? Basically, he wants to control every aspect of her social media life or her business. But for his own business, nobody gets to tell him anything about it. Nobody gets to have an input. He runs it the way he wants, but he also wants to run Chioma's own. But Chioma is obviously so in love that she just dances to his tune. But now she's complaining. She's like, why is your sister all up in our business? Why is she always trying to get involved in what we do? In episode 6, we can see that Paul's sister came for their therapy session. Like, she was not invited. The therapist did not tell them to invite her over, but she just came. So Chioma is insinuating that the relationship between Paul and his sister is very weird, like some kind of incest going on. So she just doesn't feel it's normal the way she barges in on them. She just comes in whenever she wants to come. Her opinion is like everything. When she says something, Paul just goes with her opinion, because Paul says he is a family-oriented person, so family is key for him. But then again, that's their business. Anyway, so in episode 6, we got to discover that Chioma actually got pregnant 8 months ago, and they aborted the baby. First, Chioma cried. She said that in her family they always have difficulty. They find it difficult to get pregnant and have children. She said they have this medical condition called ovarian cysts. And I don't know, I've never heard that ovarian cyst is hereditary, like from mother to child. I don't know, I've never heard that before, but basically that's what she said. So when she got pregnant, she was really hoping that they could keep the baby and probably raise the baby. But then Paul expressly told her, explicitly, he said, I'm not going to be there for you. I don't think I'll be able to be a good father to this child, or basically I will not be available. I won't be a hands-on dad. Basically, that's what he told her. And then when he said that to her, they went ahead to the hospital and he paid for her to get an abortion done. Now, here's what the therapist had to say. Then he said, basically, you guys had a discussion, but then the decision was still yours to make. Like, the end result was still, the decision was still in your hands. You could have made a choice to say, no, I don't want to have an abortion. I want to keep this child. But then again, you went ahead to carry out the abortion. You accepted, you agreed with Paul. And then she was coming from an emotional place, saying that she didn't want to raise a child alone. She didn't want to be a single mother. She wanted a family where both father and mother are available to take care of the child. So that's why she agreed to what Paul said. And basically she started shedding some tears, and then Paul came to console her, and then she was like, I want you to promise me that you're going to be there for me, you're going to have children together. And then she's like, what if I can't have children in the future? What's going to happen? And I'm just looking at all this drama, like, are you guys serious? Are you messing with me? I don't know, but the whole thing just feels very funny. Like, I'm just saying, you guys are not married, you're already in therapy. If your relationship gets this bad, the normal thing for some people would just be like, okay, since this is not working, let's just call it quits and go away. But if you guys are already married and your relationship is having so much issues like this, like the sister-in-law always badging in, always coming to say this, always giving her opinion, then you guys can be like, okay, yeah, fine, we need to go to therapy. But you guys are still dating and you're already doing therapy. Anyway, away from Chioma and Paul, let's now talk about Jamel and Deborah, or Deborah, I don't know how you guys pronounce it. Anyways, this one's there. That one is very funny. I don't even know where to start. Okay, Jamel is 27 years old, while Deborah is 24 years old. Jamel complains that Deborah is materialistic. She likes to get expensive things. She likes him to spend a lot of money on her, and she's too materialistic. And Deborah is like, in the place where I come from, my father takes care of me. He buys me expensive things. That's how he shows me that he cares about me. So for her, that's her love language, when you buy her stuff and take her out, get her expensive things. So Jamal is complaining that he's trying to build a future that will be comfortable for her. He's trying to buy a house, he's trying to get property, he's basically trying to save up, and she's like, no. And then he throws a question at her and he's like, what do you bring to the table? And she's like shook, like she doesn't know what to say, or she gets angry, like, why would you ask me what do I bring to the table? Me, I'm pained for auntie that she doesn't know what she brings to the table. If someone should ask me a question like that, my default answer without having to think twice is, I am the table. Yep, like I'm a whole spec, I am the table. But apparently Deborah doesn't know her worth. She doesn't know what she brings to the table, and that's just really, really sad. But let's just leave that out. Deborah also complained that Jamal was cheating on her, that whenever he has to answer some calls, that he gets to turn his phone away, or when he's texting he has to turn his phone away, or when he gets calls from a particular person he has to step out. So apparently he's cheating. In the final episode, or the latest episode, there he actually almost confessed that he cheated on her. Like, he found it very difficult to say the words. Like, all of a sudden the cat got his tongue, he couldn't talk anymore, and she's like, what happened between you and your ex when you guys were in the car? And for some reason Jamal is just mused, like he can't basically say what happened. So it's very obvious, like the silence tells you all that yes, he actually cheated. And she's like, wow, all the while I thought I was the one being crazy, all the funny things you've been doing, the way you've been behaving, I suspected this, and I thought I was just the one overthinking things, and it turns out that you're actually cheating on me. So yeah, so that's what happened in the latest episode. You guys, I don't know, I just tried to give you guys a summary. So if you think that I missed some things down, please put it down in the comment section. I don't know, what do you guys think about this blue therapy thing? Do you think it's appropriate for people who are not even married, couples who are still dating or courting, they're not married yet, to start attending therapy? Do you think that once it gets to the stage where they need to go for therapy, they should probably just break things off and go their separate ways? I don't know, what do you guys think? Then if you guys like my headband, it was made by Dazzling Apparel. I don't know if you guys can see, it has a band at the back. It was made by Dazzling Apparel with Ankara material. It's really nice, it's really comfortable, it's beautiful. You can just put it on your hair, whichever hairstyle you have on, and you put it on, it looks really, really, really nice. So I'm going to be showing you guys more of this type of headbands that Dazzling Apparel made for me. She's on Instagram as Dazzling Apparel. I'll put her name on the screen, and I'll also put it in my description box in case you're interested. She's in Ibadan, and she can make this for you, and she can also wave it to you if it's something you'll be interested in. So guys, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share my videos, and all that good stuff. Till I come your way again next time, have a nice day. Bye.